Thank you for joining me again. Now today we are going to look at the area rule. Okay. Now when do we use an area rule? Like the name explains itself. This rule is used to calculate the area of a triangle. Now you would know that from what you know from the earlier grades, that the area of a triangle is half base times height. Okay. Now you must remember that the height must be perpendicular to the base. Okay. So this formula is applicable when you have a right-angled triangle. Okay. Where you will have the height, this is the base. Originally, the height and the base are perpendicular to each other. Okay. And what you do is to calculate the area, you simply multiply these two sides and divide them by 2. That's what is happening here. You multiply the base and the height and then you divide them by 2. Okay? But now what if you have a triangle? There is not a right-angled triangle. Okay? Now, how do you do that? How do you calculate the area there? Okay. Now let us name this triangle A, B, and C. Now, in this triangle, we'll have to construct a height because remember here in this formula, we need the base, we need the height. Okay. But in this triangle here, we do not have a height. You can't call this a height. Remember, the height must be perpendicular to the base. So in this case, we've got to construct a height. Okay. Now let us construct a height here. If we construct a height from A, remember you can construct a height from any apex. Now where the height meets the base, you will have D there. Okay. So this is our height. Okay. Now we've got two right-angle triangles. Okay. This right-angle triangle and also this other right-angle triangle. Okay. Remember what we are looking for here. We have the base. Okay. This is our base. Okay. But we do not know the measurement of the height. Okay. We do not know what the height is. So we need to calculate the height here. Now let us look in triangle A, B, D. Triangle A, B, D, A, B, D. Okay. Now, if we are focusing on B, the angle B, the trig ratio that will include the height, this is what we're looking for, remember, is sine. Okay. Maybe before we go there, let us name these sides. This is small c. This is the whole thing here is small a. D is just a point. And this is B. Now let us look for sine B. Now sine B will be opposite, which is H, over hypotenuse, which is C. Okay. Now finding H. So H will be C sine B. Okay. Now we have the height. Okay. We can go back there. Area of a triangle is equal to 1 over 2 base times height. Okay, so the area is equal to 1 over 2. In our case, our base is small a. Okay, so it will be a times the height we have just calculated. It is C sine B. And this is the area rule. This is how you'll calculate your area for this triangle. Let's say you are looking from this triangle, okay? So you are looking in triangle ACD. Now if you are looking in triangle ACD, now we are looking for the trig ratio. You are focusing on this angle. So the trig ratio that will include H is again sine. So you are looking for sine C. So sine C will be opposite, which is small h, over the hypotenuse, which is B. So finding H, B sine C. So this is our height, okay? Now from this formula that you know from the lower grades, now you can see that you've got the area equals to 1 over 2 base times height. It's 1 over 2 our base is A, and then our height, this is our height, B sine C, and this is the area. This is how you'll calculate the area. Just substitute there, okay? Now I want you to notice something here, okay? I want you to notice something. We have an angle B here. We've got an angle B. Yeah, well, this angle B, which sides are we multiplying? We are multiplying A and C, and we are multiplying by sine of B, okay? So in this angle B, which sides are we multiplying? Which sides are we multiplying? We are multiplying the sides that form that angle. Yeah, well, we are multiplying A and C. A and C. Now A and C, which angle are they forming? They are forming angle B, and that is the sine of B, okay? Look at this one. Which sides are we multiplying? We are multiplying A and B. We are multiplying A and, B, okay? Now A and B, which angle are they forming? They are forming angle C, sine of B. Now we can conclude here and say, for you to be able to use a sine rule, okay, you must have the side, the angle, and the side. In other words, you must have two sides and an included angle, as we have explained on a cosine rule, okay? Now take a look at this one, okay? The instruction here says find area of triangle ABC. Now let's see what we have. Earlier we have concluded that for you to be able to use the area rule, you must have the side, the included angle, and the side. Two sides and included angle. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see whether we've got what we need. You see we've got two sides, but the angle that we have is not included, okay? The angle that we need is not included. So what do we need to do here? We must either find this angle. Things will be better if we find this angle, you see? But the way of finding this angle, look at the angle or the side that is opposite to that angle. That side is also not known. You see? If we had this side, it would be better. We're going to use sine rule to find this angle. But then you can see that we need to start by finding that angle first. Okay, so we need to say we are looking for an angle. Sine A over small a, remember small a is equals to sine C, this is what we have, over small c, again we have it. Okay, so sine A, let's simply multiply by a both sides there, so that we'll only have sine A here. Remember, we've got a here, so this will be a small a sine c over c. This is big C. These cannot cancel. Okay, they cannot divide. A is 33. Okay, multiplied by sine angle C is 54 all over C, and C is 65. Okay, now so A will be equals to arc sine of 33 sine 54 degrees over 65. You can just punch this on the calculator and you will realize that you have 24.25 degrees. That is your A. Now you've got this angle, but this is not the angle that you are looking for. This is the angle that you want, because remember, you want to apply the area rule, and for the area rule you must have two sides and an included angle. From here you may use the angles, the sum of the interior angles of a triangle, so you know that angle B is equals to 180 degrees minus 24.25 minus this angle 54. So angle B will be equals to 101.75 degrees. And then you can go to your area rule. Area rule says that, remember, you multiply these two sides. Okay, it's half of the product, so it will be 33 multiplied by 65, and then sine of this angle, sine of 101.75, and then the area will be, if you do that on a calculator, your area will be 1050.036 centimeter squared. Okay, that's how it is done. It is not always the case where you'll find that you need to go through the sine rule first before you go to your area rule. In some other cases it will be straightforward. Okay, again, the most appropriate book to practice this is your grade 11 textbook. It will have enough examples for you to practice there. Okay, if you have any problems, you are free to send a message on our page. Okay, and then we can interact from there. If you're on WhatsApp, like my learners that are on WhatsApp group, you can pose your questions there. Thank you.